Why is that? So this is the preview. This is the live. This is live. This is preview. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, this is not Minecraft. Okay. All right, let's get started here. Can I OBS? I can. All right. I think it's time for us to start. So, in case you didn't catch the last part, I'm streaming Metroid Prime Randomizer for the GameCube. Oh, I didn't set up my tracker. I knew I forgot something. We can do that now. So this game is very cool, and the randomizer makes it even more, let's call it fun. We stumbled around last night trying to find the spider ball for a long time and failed horribly. But we have a good idea of where to go. I had wave and I had ice, thermal, super, I think 4 energy tanks, and like 70 missiles. I'll fix this up when we load in. Anyway, we ended up on a real shit show last night when I went to the phase on mines and got my ass handed to me. Because as you can see, I only have 4 energy tanks, and that's not very many energy tanks. But hopefully, I actually thought about something that I forgot about last night, which is that I got the boost ball. This guy. And now that I have that, I can actually go into the pirate research facility in Phendrana, which I was not able to do before. So, why don't we give that a shot and see what happens? Because the idea of going back into phase on mines, not super enticing, I'll admit. In fact, I would say it sounds like a terrible idea. But this should be a good idea. Where did we end off? We ended up right here. Wait a minute, hang on. Did I not save? Did I not save after doing the stuff in the Chozo? I must not have. Because what happened was I came up from Tallon Overworld after going through the wreck ship. I came into the fucking pond, the fucking pool. I did all bunch of stuff over here, and then I went back down into the Phazon Mines, where I died horribly. I guess I didn't save between that, which I thought I did. That's not like me. But let's double check our stats here. Missiles, I don't know how many missiles I have. I think that looks like it's about half, so maybe I actually have more than this. This tracker that I made did not have save speed, did not have any way to save last night. I've updated it since then so that it does. So now, even if I reload it right now, it should save the current status. As soon as I know how many missiles I have, we'll update it. I could go to there's a nearby missile station, but I don't want to fight the ghost in there, so we'll leave that for now. That said, if I do want to go to the Pendrana, how do I get there from here? I think I can exit through the furnace? That's right, I don't have the Sprite Ball, so I can't get back in through the furnace, but I can exit there. I could also go back through the other elevator here, which will take me to the outside of the wrecked ship. Would that be faster? That might actually be faster. This is the elevator I said last night that I never use because it takes me to somewhere where I'd never ever want to go. So that's exactly why we're going there now. You know, we'll hit the ship on the way out, on the way back into Pendrana, and then I'll know how many missiles I have. Oh, there's a missile pickup here that I completely forgot about. Yeah. You know, I would have missed that if I didn't come this way. Once I go down here, I cannot get back up, I don't think. So now, right now, if I needed to go back to Phazon Mines, actually, I would have to go all the way through the sunken ship again. So let's hope that I don't have to do that, because that would suck. This is one of the only rooms in the game where they replace a strong enemy. There's two flying pirates with a weak enemy, the beetles. That's your Metroid trivia for the day. I think I have 80 missiles. That looks about right. And just a reminder, yes, that leg is in the game, not on the stream. Not sure what's up with that still. Oh, 85. I was right until I picked up that missile pack. And only one power bomb? Or is it not refilling my power bombs because it thinks I don't have them? Because I definitely know I have two. Absolutely. Alright, Root Cave. Alright, through the cave. I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but I still think this game looks really good, even though it came out in 2002. And I'm not running any HD textures or anything. I am running it as a higher resolution than normal, but the graphics, the textures aren't any better than they were before, which really just goes to show you how style is important here. Oops. All right. So this is going to take us to Magmore. We still can't get to the back of Magmore without the Spider Ball. And there's a lot of stuff up there I want to get. But, c'est la vie. Sorry about that, just adjusting my mic a little bit. Oh, you know, there is one thing I can get now. Since I only just got the boost ball. Oops, wrong way. Oh no, that was the right way. Since I just got the boost ball, I can get the artifact that's at the top of the monitor station. That was previously blocked, and it also which itself wouldn't be interesting or useful, but there is another item right underneath it that you need power bombs to get, which I have a minimum of one of. It's weird. Anywhere else except for the phase-on mines, the 4 energy tanks I have seem like plenty. Like I'm not gonna die. There's almost no chance of me dying here. Hopefully that's not a prelude to me actually dying here. But you know, that would be weird if it did happen. Nope. The chart, please. And oh, the thing is on top. Oh, crap. While I'm failing at this platforming again, after this, I'm gonna play this to completion, no matter how many streams it takes. And since this is a very frustrating seed, it might take a few more. But after that, there is a randomizer for Metroid Prime 2, and I started playing that last night a little bit after we finished streaming here. I was curious to see how it would run. Turns out it does not run particularly well on my machine. I didn't play around with the settings or anything to see if I could fix that, which is a shame because there is a randomizer for it as well. I was not able to get the randomizer working since it seems to be about 5 years old at this point. I'm not sure if there's something else that I could do to make it work. The internet was not super helpful in getting that to work. But maybe someday I'll be able to do that. Let's grab this. I believe this is our first artifact. And it doesn't show me the cutscene, so I actually don't know which one that is. It must be that one. There we go. Cool, first artifact. And then blow that open, and we get more missiles. I was really hoping that would be something. I was really hoping that would be the Spider Ball. But I guess it's not to be. Alright, so back to the monitor station so that we can get back to Padrona. something weird happened also after the stream last night. As I was tagging the video in YouTube, and I noticed that somehow a copyright claim had been filed against it by the Big N. What am I doing? I don't do this. By Nintendo, claiming copyright on the music, which I was thinking about that now. I was just thinking about it because the music here is so good. And you would think, oh, they must have claimed this because some reason, I don't know. But actually, the part that they claimed was when we were in Phazon Mines near the entrance, when I was struggling to get into that save room that I couldn't get into. And I listened to the video back afterwards, and it's super quiet. You can't hear anything. You can, if you listen very closely and crank the volume all the way up, you can barely hear the music from the Phazon Mines, which is it's almost not even music. It's clanks and low hums and stuff. And the only thing you can actually hear is my voice. And so, I guess I am now a Nintendo property. I think that's what that means. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've disputed it, so we'll see what happens. But it's a little disheartening that this is basically that was my second game stream, and that happened. More leg. Oops, get up there, please. This has been a really frustrating seat, though. It is being very stingy with items. Where am I actually going? No, not there. Here. Well, here, specifically. So that's the other way. Up here. I just need to get up there, which means going up here. I wish there was a faster way to get up there. I don't think I can just jump up there right now. Oops. Oh yeah, I still don't even have the charge beam. Alright, come on, let's do this. Oops. Not much to say about this puzzle. It's... Unfortunately, a lot of puzzles in this game are really just find all the interactable elements in the environment and interact with them in the order that they become available. Which is in contrast to Metroid Prime 2, where often you're running into situations where you need to do different things. Like, there's that one puzzle in the Aegon Waste inside the pirate base. Pardon me. In the pirate base where you need to raise and lower the platforms. That's a real puzzle. Not super difficult one necessarily, but it is actually a puzzle, as opposed to this, which is push buttons until things happen. I'm not necessarily complaining. What's going on? I think the cable on my controller is a little bit bad because it sometimes just dies randomly. Sorry? I prefer you didn't. Just leave it there, I'll do it afterwards. The worst part about this quote-unquote puzzle is that if you fail, you have to wait so long for it to reset. And the worst thing is that I'm going to have to do this again anyway, because I want to get this, which is usually an energy tank. Probably more missiles. Oh, a power bomb. Cool. Oh yeah, I got a missile before, and I got a power bomb here. Not the power bombs, unfortunately. Still don't have those. Alright, hopefully this is the last time we do this. Alright, we should be good. Now we're going to save. Save like our hearts depended on it. So can't go to the artist yet, because I have the super missile, but I don't have a charge beam. So that's not gonna, so I still can't use it. But hopefully something useful will show up here. Please go away. Alright. I cannot express how grateful I am that these pirates are not as frustrating as the ones in the mines. I'm a little more level appropriate for this area than the mines. Actually, technically, I'm a little over-leveled since they're so weak to the ice beam. But that's the joy of a randomizer. The joy and the heartache. Oops. I'm gonna grab the map station just because I tend to get lost. It'd be neat if the map station was also an item that got randomized. I think after I finish this playthrough, I'm probably going to do Ocarina of Time next, because that is one of my favorite games of all time, and the randomizer for that is very good. Oops. And has equal opportunity for being incredibly frustrating and wandery. But wandering around in Ocarina of Time is a lot less painful than in here. And not nearly as much lag. So there is an item in this room that I can't get because you need the super missile. In fact, it's right here, I think. Oh no, it's not this one. It's one of these pillars. I think it's upstairs. The other item in here, besides the thermal goggles, or the thermal visor, is on that little railing on the other part of the lab. That I can get. What? Oh, there's a turret there. If you're wondering why I hit the map button every so often, it's because my control scheme is actually kind of weird. Even though on the GameCube, the X and Y buttons are right next to each other, I actually have Y mapped to left shoulder because all the time I spent playing the trilogy version, that's the finger I would use to morph. And so I've swapped Z and Y basically, which means that occasionally I forget which button is the missile button, and I go and hit what would be Y, but is actually Z on the GameCube controller. And then the map comes up. Alright, time for another one of these puzzles. I don't know why I'm being so dismissive. This is a very good game, and I think it holds up very well. I think they did a very good job on these interactable elements, and I understand why they would want you to always hit all of them in sequence. And I guess this room also has the added platforming challenge element to it, so maybe it's not so bad. I'm deeply curious to find out what's going to be at the top of this. Probably more missiles, because we're going to find all the missiles in the game before we find something useful, I think. That's absolutely what's going to happen. No, more fall next. I do like this room, actually. This display is interesting. Although it seems to suggest that Zebes and Tallon IV are in the same solar system, which strikes me as highly unlikely. I'm not sure if it's ever confirmed one way or the other. I do realize that talking about Metroid lore is maybe... Oh, now that is useful. That's the thing I was looking for. I'm very glad we came here, because if you missed it, that was the Spider Ball, which gives me access to basically everywhere, There's only a handful of places I cannot go right now, or when I get it. This way. So yeah, I'm very glad. I'm very glad we came here, because otherwise, I would right now be stuck in the phase on mines trying to get past that room with all the pirates, and then getting to the top and finding a missile pack behind the wall and rage quitting or something. There it is. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna assume that the thermal visor is not the charge beam. If it is the charge beam, I'm gonna have to backtrack through the research area and go back to pick up that one item I couldn't get. But that's probably not going to happen. So, assuming that's not the case, I'm going to exit the back door of the research area into the, I forget what it's normally called, the Fendrana back area with the cool music. And we'll see if there's a way to, if there's anything we can get there. I should have access to the gravity suit area, a bunch of missile packs around there. I don't have the plasma beam, so I can't get, or the grappling hook, so I can't get the artifact that's back there. But there should be some other stuff to get, even without that. Come on. The first time I played this game, this room was very confusing to me, since both sides look basically the same. And the first time I played this, I got confused and went the wrong way and didn't realize it. Whoa. I didn't realize it until it was way too late, and these pirates respawned, and I had to fight them again, and I died because they were tough when I was new at this. Luckily, they're not so new now, and I have a map, and I realize I have a map that I can use. So not a big deal. I do wish I had the plasma beam to get the artifact here, but that's just another thing we'll have to backtrack for. Unfortunately, it'll be pitch black at that point. Oh look, it's a Metroid. What is that tapping noise? Is that a pirate walking around? I don't even know if you guys can hear it because of how quiet it is. Come on, break out. You know you wanna. Really? Fine, I'll do it for you. Such a silly sequence. I think you're supposed to scan it first, and then it'll break out. Where are they? Got you. Got you. I think there's one more. Oh, I forgot about this item. Another missile pack. There should be one more missile pack in this room. On the little catwalk. Morphball walk? I don't know. Up here. What is it? That looks like the flamethrower? I am very tempted to just leave this because of how frustrating this section is and how useless the flamethrower is. But the completionist in me won't let me do that, even if I keep falling off, and it's real stupid. If this takes too long, I will skip it though. But I definitely know I can do this. I've done this 100 times. It's just that the way the camera changes, it fucks me up. Or the way it doesn't change sometimes. Ah, fuck it. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's just a flamethrower. No one has ever used the flamethrower ever for any reason. We'll be fine. I never said I was going for 100%. In fact, I think I explicitly said I was not going for 100%. Oops. Come on. Would you please freeze? Please stop dodging. Okay. What are we actually looking at? Can I see it from up here? Why aren't you looking? I think that's a missile pack. Should I get it? You know what? I'm not gonna. If it is, just, let's go down there. If it's not a missile pack, if it is a missile pack, then I am gonna skip it. Also, because I know I'm gonna have to backtrack here, and I'd rather do it in the light rather than the dark. All right, Fendrana pool area. What am I actually doing here? I could go for Thardus right now, I think. Which would be pointless from an item perspective. Although I'll get something from him. But it'd be neat. I like Thardus. I think Thardus is one of my favorite bosses in this game. Mostly conceptually, but I guess also executionally. More missiles in there. What elevator is this? Oh, this leads back into Magmor? Yeah. So this would let me get to a bunch of places, actually. But let's stick with our mission. Let's go for Thardus. He might have something good. Maybe not. But we'll see. Oops. Cannot get the item in there, unfortunately. Where's the trigger? Is it over here? Yes. Yes, it is. I also think he has the coolest introduction. Am I dropping frames again? What's going on? Why am I dropping frames? The stream looks like it's going okay in my preview. Oh, it's fixed now, I guess. Or is it? I don't know if you can hear me right now, but my streaming, I'm dropping frames like crazy for some reason. I don't know why. The stream looks okay. Let me double check. Yeah, it looks fine on the site. It looks like it stopped, so maybe it's all right now. This is so frustrating. I hate when that happens. Oops. Shoot. Okay. Hopefully everything's fine. But we're gonna get back to the game now and fight this really cool boss. And I forget which one's the scan laser. The thermalizer. I think the fact that you can use the morph ball is one of the cooler aspects of this boss. Because, you know, you normally wouldn't expect him to be weak to the bomb, of all things. But he is, and you can exploit it for everything you're worth. So that you don't even have to use the thermal visor, ever. After the first part. Since it'll just expose his weak point right away. Where did my preview window go? This is not the time for that. Okay. Come on. I do wish I had Super Missile for this fight. That would make this at all tolerable. Get this sweet missile pickups. Ugh. It's been a long time since I've tried to do this with just missiles. This is not ideal. What's he doing? Oh, he's doing his fog thing? Cool. Let me know when you turn into a ball. Will I run out of missiles before the end of this fight? That's the real question. Will Thar's clip out of bounds anymore? The other real question. Oops. Will I hit the map button again? Oops. I was not on the draw for that. Did I not get him? Well, that's annoying. I thought I got him. Wait, I still didn't get him? What's going on here? Yeah, I've never tried a power bomb on this guy. I wonder if that does anything. Does not appear to have done anything impressive. You know, I've never been clear whether or not this is actually an attack that does anything at all, or if it's just a graphical thing. Because it does not appear to do anything. I've never gotten hit by it. And I thought I maybe might have gotten pushed a little bit there, but I think I also might have just been on a slope. Oops, I ran out of missiles. That is really bad, because I don't have anything else to replace them with. Oh, give me those missiles. Give me those missiles. Okay, I can confirm power bombs do nothing. One more? Yes. Well, that was a lot of trouble. For questionable value. And we get missiles. Yay, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, well, no harm, no foul, I guess. No point going back this way. So instead, we will... Actually, I think if I go back this way, through this door, this is that locked door that I need the super missile to get through. If I go back here, I think that unlocks it from this side, so I can go back there anytime. So I'm going to quickly do that, and then come back, and we'll return to the back part of Phendrana. Though with the spider ball, we have a lot of stuff we can do. So we don't necessarily need to go back there. In fact, the Chozo ruins are seeming kind of attractive now. Because there's a bunch of stuff we can get there. We still can't clear the Chozo ruins, though, because I need the... what do I need for that? I need the grappling beam to 100% clear it. And the charger beam, actually. There's another super missile item there. But either way, I think I'm still going to go back to Phendrana's Edge, and do that stuff again. Or not again, I'll just do it. I do wish I had more missiles, though. I know, it's ironic. I say, oh, more missile pickups. Missile packs. While not having enough missiles. But still. I would take a plasma beam over 100 missile packs at this point. You know, let's actually dip down here for a second into Magmore. There's an item, I think, in the room just outside the base of this elevator that has an item. What's the other way? Is this the save room? I think this is a save room. It is. I got a 100% save room usage in this game. How do we get started here? Oh, right, I do this. That. Then do that. Fun fact, you do not need the thermal visor to hit these things, if you already know what they are. I'm not sure I really understand what this room is supposed to be. I guess that there's a case to be made that that's most of the game, but this room in particular seems kind of opaque in purpose. I might be forgetting some scan somewhere that explains it. Cool. Another missile pack. There is one thing I have to say about playing a randomizer, and that is that item routing, obviously a lot harder, because there's a lot more items. And you don't know where anything is. But on the other hand, you don't have to worry about figuring out which 5 missile packs you're going to pick up in your speed run, because can't avoid anything, because it could be something important. I don't think there's any other item I can get in Magmore right now. I could go back to the Phazon Mines through the other elevator, the other door in that room, but that is not really something I want to do right now. I need at minimum the charge beam before I'm going to consider stepping back there, before I absolutely have to. Because one thing to keep in mind, when I went there and died, we hadn't even gotten to the power troopers. We were still on the. We got killed by a bunch of wave troopers. And the power troopers have a lot more health, or rather, I guess it's not that they have more health. It's just that you have to use the power beam, which is a lot weaker. And the usual counter is to use super missiles, which are power element. But I can't do that. So the only thing I can do is plink away at them. I forget which door it is to get to the gravity suit normally. I guess it doesn't really matter since I'll just do both of them. I know they loop around in a weird way. This is somewhat more tolerable because I already have the gravity suit. There we go. Why can't I target that? From whence do I need to shoot it? From there. I like that they put monsters directly underneath the stalactites. Very satisfying. Even when you jump in the water. Ooh, that looks like an energy tank behind these writhing massive tentacles. There we go. Cool. Unfortunately, there is still an item in here that I can't get without the plasma beam and the grappling beam, I think. The grapple buckshot, whatever it's called. Can I see what it is, though? That's what I want to know. I forget where it is specifically. I think it's up there. Or, no, it's up there. That is... What is that? Oh, another energy tank. Yeah, that'd be nice, but I guess not essential. Okay. If I did that, I need to head out to this door then, which is there. Easy. Although I'm not sure there's much point in me doing this, now that I think about it. Because I know I can't get the artifact that's here. But I think there might be a power bomb expansion. Or what used to be that. I can get. Or I might need to grapple, though, actually, to climb this room. These rooms tend to look a lot alike. This, the root cave, the cave with the X-ray visor near it. Please let me shoot you. Well, let's see how far I can get up. If I can't get all the way up, then we'll just head back. This door leads to, where does that lead? It must lead over here. Actually, there's another, oh yeah, there's another cave in between. Oh, yeah. Grappling point. Okay, yeah. Can't do that. So we'll just head this way. For those just joining us, I'm in the middle of an eternal quest to find the charge beam. It's the last item that I really want. I mean, I still want all of them, but that's the one I'm really feeling the need for right now. Because that's really the thing stopping me from doing anything in the Phazon Mines. One of these is a save room, the other one heads back to over here, I think. I imagine that's the save room. And that's a missile tank. So we don't have to worry about coming back here later, which is good. At this stage, I think I gotta head back to the Chozo Ruins. Because even though I don't have the plasma beam... Oh, why am I back here? Was I looking at the wrong room on the map? I think I was. Oops. It happens. So yeah, so even though I don't have the plasma beam, I can do just about everything in the Chozo ruins now. So I think that's going to be my next stop once I make it out of this icicle maze. I guess I want to head back here for that. So I should not have jumped down, is what I'm saying. But no big deal. We'll just climb back up, and then fall down, and then climb back up again. No sweat. Would you stop dodging? This way? Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Is that at the very top? Can I even get up there? I think I can. I forget if you normally can get here without the grapple beam. You must be able to. Yeah, no big deal. All right, back on our way. So now I can head back through the way that I could not go before, back towards the monitor station, through the room with the plasma beam, which I can't get that item because I don't have the grapple beam, but I can look at it longingly and go, I wish I could get it there. I think that's the way. This room here, wherever the entrance is. It's up there somewhere. Here's an interesting factoid that I learned on my last playthrough of this. Normally, when you start doing this room, doing the puzzle in this room, and raising the ceiling and all that stuff, the puzzle music starts. But if you go there before you get the power bombs, or do the power bomb stuff in the phazon mines, the room will not have changed state or something into the version where they expect you to be there, and as a result, the music will not start playing, even though you start doing the puzzle. It is a useless fact, but it is something I learned the other day. I don't like this. All parts of this is bad. I don't have any missiles. The stupid puffers are spitting gas everywhere. I'm falling in lava. I can't shoot this missile thing down because I don't have missiles. You would think that it would drop like a crate or something in the environment. Oh well. We'll go the old-fashioned way. Yep, there are still intense heat readings behind the door, because I still don't have the various suit, which is what turns those messages off. As near as I can tell, that's the only thing in this entire game that is exclusively the domain of the Varia suit. Is turning off that message and a few other similar warning messages about heat and stuff. It does nothing else that... Alright, don't have missiles. All the other suits take care of heat for you. That's not a Varia suit's exclusive thing. There we go, 5 missiles. More than enough to shoot anything that moves. It actually would have been faster to go up that elevator and go to the ruins by the overworld, wouldn't it? Oh well. I didn't get this already, did I? Oh, that's the other one. Never mind. This is the pillar that I was thinking of. Hello. And that is our second artifact. Artifact of Nature. Which is that one. Bam. There it goes. Took a moment to load in. Exit is that way. Yes. I just don't have a lot to say about this little journey we're on. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Oh, hey, Corey. I'm glad you could join. If this is your first time playing, then know that this is not the full proper experience. It's a little mixed up, you might say, but this is a very, very good game. I would not be surprised if they decided to release them on Switch at some point, using whatever crazy control scheme they plan to use for Metroid Prime 4. Which way am I actually going now? I am going toward the furnace, which is this way. Well, I guess I can go here first. Yeah, I'm gonna go here first, towards the ruined shrine. You would not believe the troubles I've had playing this so far. I've gone without key items for way too long, and then I only just got a very important item that lets me do basically all the late game stuff. Well, most of it anyway. I feel like this seed hates me, or it knew I was doing a stream, and therefore want to get the maximum stream value out of it. Come on, get up there. Is there an item on the other side? I always forget. Oh, there is. Interesting. You know, I tried getting good, and I went into a very late game area with basically no health, and I got wrecked. So yeah, so I am good. I'm not that good. I did, however, just get the X-ray visor, which is good because it makes certain fights in this area slightly more tolerable. That's all it's useful for right now. I don't have enough missiles to do this room that's coming up. That seems like a problem. And I don't remember if there are any crates to get pickups from. Listen, you've gotten to the boss more times. You've probably gotten to the boss more times than I've played that game. So I think that's pretty good. Artifact of Life Giver is the bottom one. Cool. Bam. I'm really happy that I made this tracker. It seems really cool. There was not a graphical tracker available as near as I could tell, and so I made one yesterday in about 2 hours. Yeah, I cannot do this room because I don't have enough math. I have neither enough math nor enough missiles, which is really unfortunate. And this is the one room in the game that does not have any crates in it. It's not. It's a browser tool. You can see the URL in the description or at the bottom of the tracker. I'm basically cutting it out. I have a Steam. I can let me take a screenshot of what. Well, I've got it basically in a tiny Chrome window, and I'm cutting it out using OBS and overlaying it onto the stream, which is I think how a lot of these trackers work. Ooh, I can get this energy tank. Yes, very good. Let me get away from that guy, and bam. You know, I have to say, OBS seems like a really cool tool. This is the first chance I've really had to use it in any meaningful way. Um, and it seems really, it seems really fast for what it's actually doing, which is compositing images in real time at 60 frames a second. Yeah, that's a mechanic in this game, is half pipes. Where am I heading? Why am I going this way? This is not the way I need to go. Oh, I know I'm going this way. I'm getting missiles. I feel like there's a lot of stuff your laptop can't handle. Actually, it was playing Minecraft all right. Mostly all right when we were trying it. I guess I never saw what your view of it looked like. But you were playing it, so I guess it wasn't terrible. I also don't know anything about how all this video coding stuff works. I know part of it is in hardware, part of it is in software. I don't know. I just push buttons and magic happens on the interwebs. Which is funny saying that because I did a bunch of video stuff at my previous job. So you'd think I would know a little bit more about it. But I do not. And let's double check that my missile count is correct. 105? 105. Cool. Very good. So yeah, heading back to the Sun Tower. And then we're gonna head to the Chozo Temple. Hey Corey, out of curiosity, are there any games that you would want to see streamed in a randomized fashion? I know you're not so into most randomizers, but you are into roguelikes. Or maybe it's just Gungeon. I don't know. But I'm not sure what I want to do after I'm done playing through this. Sure. I mean, maybe it's something you never got to play, but you want to see played. I'm thinking about doing Ocarina of Time Randomizer next. I've played all the Zeldas. By definition, I haven't streamed any of them because this is the first game I've ever streamed. But yeah, I was thinking about doing Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer because I know that game like the back of my hand, even more than I know this one, and it's really 5 years ago, let's say. I used to look back and think, man, I remember when the first time I played Zelda on the N64, and I went and how mind blowing it was at the time. One of the first 3D games I ever played, and this was the closest I ever felt to that, feeling that again, is playing through the randomized version. It's not completely new, but it still feels like a very different game. Anyway, Corey, this room is really silly. I'm blowing up all these pillars, and then what happens? The entire roof just sort of falls down a story. And I just do that a couple times until I get the item. If you're wondering, that eye is invincible. It's a puzzle, you see. Nope. I should also mention that this is on the GameCube, and this game does not have like standard first-person shooter controls. So this aiming is something of a nightmare. That is very useful, yes. It's important so that I know, so that whoever is using this room... What? Oh, there's one more. Whoever's using this room knows the one time that they use it, that it's working. And all that for one missile pack. Very, very good. And lag. The double jump isn't... It feels alright. Or maybe I'm used to it, I'm not sure. The thing that's weird about it is that when you pick it up in the normal game, it plays a cutscene of you using it in third person, and you're clearly flipping through the air when you use it, which obviously does not happen when you're in first person. Alright, Chozo Temple. So that is up through the furnace, which is up this way. That would be a nightmare if that's actually if it actually showed it that way. Which is why I'm glad they don't. There's a lot of items in the Metroid games that would be similarly problematic that they did not bring over, like the Shine Spark, or the ability to run at basically like Mach 3. That would be horrifying in first person. Get off this beam. Oof. I also need to go back to the boss room here, because there's another item, there's another artifact there. But I'll do that later. Oh yeah, it's kind of a meme in this game how many tunnels there are for the morph ball to go through that are all precisely 1 meter wide, which is the size of your morph ball. I find that very humorous, especially when you're talking about the bad guys who are building structures that have these 1 meter tunnels in them, even though they know that they're mortal enemies, but their mortal enemy can go through them. This game is a blast, is what I'm saying. Oh, it is real great. I was saying earlier, the sequel is also, I think, just as great in a different way. But unfortunately, it runs like garbage on my PC. Sorry, by PC I mean real GameCube. It runs terribly on my real GameCube. And so I will not be playing it here. You all go away. What is up here? Can I see it? Is this worth it? I forget where it even is. Probably not my hard drives, because those are very far away from the mic, and mostly SSD. You might be able to hear my controller. That's a missile pack. I don't need that. I also have an air conditioner on, because it's still quite warm in my apartment. But that's the only thing. So I'm not sure what else that would be. Oh, good. These guys. So I don't have the charge beam, so this is the only damage I can do to these guys. Is it super distracting? No, I'm using a visor. I'm using the X-ray visor. Because normally these guys sort of fade in and out. Well, now he's dead, but they're ghosts. So they go invisible. But you can still see them with the X-ray visor. That clicking noise, is it super distracting? Also, this is real stupid. Okay, cool. Let me try moving the mic, just in case that changes everything. Where am I going? Oof. I don't think I actually need to do this one, because I've already unlocked the door. It's the future past, really. That's why it's all compatible with Samus. And yeah, it does not really make sense. Oh. You might be hearing my chair, because sometimes I sort of do like a nervous shake with my leg or something, and I need to tighten the bolts on it a little bit. Oh, I did not open it. Well, that's right, because I came here and then I died. So I didn't actually open the store yet. Maybe. I do feel a slight breeze next to the mic, so that might be it. I'm not sure I can do anything about that. I might be able to. I hear they make screens that are designed to protect against that kind of thing. Ooh, what do we have here? This is the Phazon suit. That's very good. Almost completely useless, but still it's very cool because it makes you all black and red and shiny and badass. And also now I'm noticing that the icon I made for it is the wrong color. The lightning bolt needs to be silver, not red. Oh well. Um, all right, so that's basically it for here, I think. I forget what was in the other room here. Oof, that lag. What is happening? Those toad things eat you, and you have to bomb them from the inside, which I have to imagine is quite uncomfortable. Oh, that's right. It was a power bomb. That's why I thought I had 2 before. So now I actually have 3. Right. So question is, now what? Now what do I do? Oh, there's some stuff this way I need to do. It's an item you get that lets you do that. No, absolutely not. If you look closely at the model, you clearly energy inside the ball. I don't think you're really curling up physically. I think you must turn into energy or something. Well, that's actually a very interesting question. I don't know. She might be a ghost. I can't say that she isn't a ghost. I know that these guys are ghosts, and now there's 3 of them, and I'm gonna say fuck that. Oh God. Corey says, "Ghost in the shell." Yes, that would be what Samus is if she is actually a ghost. God damn it. That's awful, and you should feel awful. As punishment, I'm gonna do more red half-pipe stuff. Oh, I can't do this room either because I need the super missile. Fucking fuck. And that's an energy tank. Ah, so annoying. I'm very close to just looking up where the charge beam is in the spoiler log, but that would be cheating. And while I'm normally not averse to cheating, I feel like this is the one situation where that would be bad. Alright, so that said, now what? I'm getting worried that this might actually be the real time. I need to go back to the phase-on mines, which I still don't think I'm fully ready for. I've gotten a few energy tanks, so that might be alright. Oh, there's an item in here I can get. So we're gonna head here, and then we'll come back and then go to the phase-on mines. Come on. You would think that on this very incredibly real GameCube, that the load times would be a little bit better. I have a little bit of bad news for you. This is a YouTube stream, not Twitch. I guess that means you're not actually working, though. So maybe that's fine. Where's the save room? This way. Honestly, the only actual reason I'm on YouTube and not Twitch is because I have some other stuff on here. All of it is more than 7 years old, but it is still stuff. And I generally use YouTube more just day to day than I do Twitch. But honestly, I'm definitely not in a position to compare and contrast. So, I don't know. I can also just stream to YouTube. Like, I don't know that there's a material benefit to being on Twitch other than, like, name brand, which I don't really care about because I don't have an audience. I suppose technically. Well, so does YouTube. I actually think that YouTube is better because, or I guess I don't know. I've seen people just randomly come in here and engage, and none of them have been racist or actively racist so far. Where did I say I was going? Fuck. I was not paying attention. I was heading... I don't even know where it is. I know where it is, but I wasn't paying attention. I don't know... Right. I remember what I said I was going to do. I just forgot to actually do it. I don't know. If I was sufficiently insane, I could do both. I actually have enough bandwidth to stream to both if I really wanted to. That seems like that would be overkill, but and I'm definitely not going to do that, but I could. I don't know. I know that Twitch has been the leader mainly because it's been the oldest one. YouTube and even Microsoft, like whatever their thing is called, that I've never actually used. Technically, it seems like they're both better. It's just that Twitch has been around for longer, and so when you think streaming, you think Twitch, or you think Justin TV if you're sufficiently old. I meant to go over here, not back to the main room. I keep thinking Edge, but that's the browser. I don't remember what it is. I hope this is not a waste of time. Oops. Because I wasted enough time getting here. Oh, this is very much not a waste of time. This is very good. I'm glad I did that. That's the grapple beam. And this opens up the next 95% of the end game. There's only one item I'm missing, and I have access to basically everything. But this actually opens up some more stuff in the ruins. So we're gonna put the mines on hold for a little bit longer, which I am grateful for. I don't know. I respect your opinion a lot, Corey. If you think that I would be better on Twitch, then I'm happy to switch. I just have no opinion in the matter, and I have some minor pre-existing presence on YouTube. So this door that I've been ignoring, I can finally go into. Maybe. You know, I might give that a shot. I don't imagine that it's any more difficult. I value your perspective, not necessarily as a streamer, because I don't know that you do any, but I do know that you're a viewer, and so that's useful. And that was a missile. So one energy tank and one missile. Yes, the swinging is. It took me a very, very long time to figure out how to do it properly, but it works. Have you thought about trying one of those like little plug-in boxes, like a breakout box? Those might work if your computer isn't very good. Yes, these guys are assholes. So you can see they turn invisible and they break your targeting. It sucks. But not so with the X-ray visor. And then that happens. Oops. That's just a missile pack, but we'll get it anyway. If it actually works as advertised, like, that's not a... I don't think that's a whole... Okay, well, right, you also have a family, so I guess that's also a consideration. Get up there, please. Please get in the elevator. Yeah, that's also important. Well, I mean, right. But that's what the box would be for. Because at that point, your computer doesn't need to do much except for push the data out. And besides, you could just... if it's not like the Switch doesn't have games to stream. You just stream Fortnite all the time and make all the big bucks, like I'm not doing. Oh, that... I was wondering if that's the case. Let me refresh my page, in case you're also not seeing them. I'm not seeing any new messages, so I guess they must really not be posting them. I do know yesterday there was some messages. I'm not posting messages. I mean, I thought you said you were not posting messages. And damn it, I wish I did not fall there. That's just missile, I don't care. I'm talking to you. I'm posting messages with my voice into the stream that everybody can see. And by everybody, it's really just you and me. Okay. I do know yesterday somebody was I saw some messages after I ended the stream that did not show up until... that they were posted during the stream but didn't show up until afterwards. So I don't know. Alright, so... I think now it's actually finally time. Oh, not yet. Not the mines yet. There's some places we can check now in the Tallon overworld. Did I forget to track a missile upgrade? I think I did. I'll double check in a second. Uh, 125, oh, I missed 2. I'm not very good at this whole tracker thing. It'd be nice if we could somehow make it hook up to the game and track it for me. But that might be a little much for HTML5. Oof, that lag. Oh, wait a minute. The place I'm going to, I think I need the plasma beam for. Yeah, I do. There is another item in there, besides that red door. You know, it's right over here. We'll check it, and it's probably nothing. But if it is something, then I'll kick myself if I miss it. Oops. These guys are actually kind of fun because they're from the first Metroid. Right. Oh no, how do I get up to that ledge? There's no way for me to get there. Ha, secret platforms. That you can only know that there's anything here because there's rain falling here. And none of the other platforms have that. It doesn't have aim assist. It has lock on. I'm doing that specifically. But it's crucial for this game. Because there's no other way to, because it's not dual joystick. I have one joystick that moves. The other joystick is my weapon selector. And it's just a missile upgrade. But yeah, it's fun. There's a platform here. All right. Now I think it's finally time to go back to the mines. Actually, for real this time. What's the fastest way to get there? That goes to Megmore. Yeah, that's the fastest way. Okay. I have no reason to kill them all. Which way? This way. Oh, and there is another item I can pick up on the way. That's good. What? What just hit? That's annoying. Oops. Yeah, lava. So this room's kind of fun. You'll see why in a moment. Assuming you're actively paying attention, you're actively watching. All right. So you lift up all these platforms, and then, oh, hey, here's a rail. And then that leads you up here to this bomb slot over, where is it? Is it on the other one? I think it's on the other one. Yeah, it is. And so you activate this guy, and what does that do? That makes the roof go up. Actually, those were the Chozo, who canonically who basically built the suit that Samus is wearing to do all this. So them. And yes, there is a canonical reason for that. Anyway, now we've got this cool magnetic rail section. Well, that's a long story. You see, Samus was a member of the colony on, I forget the name. She was on a colony, and then that colony got attacked by this weird space dragon called Ridley, and so all her parents died and everything. And the Chozo found her, and basically they raised her as a Chozo and gave her the suit. And then they all died or something. They all went away for no reason. And then Samus had the suit. So yeah, easy. That's all canon, by the way. That's all true. This is normally the place where I get the plasma beam, the best gun in the game. Ah, oh, fuck. Well, folks, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I am a complete and utter moron, and I knew this door was here, and I forgot about it. What happened was that, like I just said, this room is where you get the plasma beam, which is the red beam. And so they make you use the beam to get out, so you understand what it does. It was not the plasma beam, and I don't have it, and so I'm now locked in this room forever. And by forever, it means until I reset. And I forget when the last time I saved was. You know what? Let's find out. Let's find out when I saved. Reset. This is... I hope that's not the case. I tend to save anytime I go anywhere near a save room. But, yeah. I knew this happens, this keeps... I knew that this was a possibility. I completely forgot about it. Fuck. Fucking fuck. I have 113 missiles. Alright, let me update the tracker. And 6 energy tanks. Doot. They do. However, I've thought about this and why it's not possible here completely. Essentially, it's because the requirements for going through certain doors are asymmetrical, that they can't stop this completely. If there's a red door on both sides, then totally. But there is not. It's blue on one side and red on the other. Do I even have the grapple beam? I don't. It'd be right here. Fuck. Well, yeah, that sucks. That kind of takes the wind out of the sails, the old sails. Yeah, so I am going to call it here. I've been going for about 2 hours anyway, so it's a good place to stop. Next time, we're going to go do all that stuff again, and then go to the phase on mines. Have a good night, everyone.